Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be looking at multiplying and dividing fractions. A simple fraction being, let's say we take 1 over 3. Let's say if we were to multiply 1 over 3 times 1 over 2. Now the rule is whenever we're multiplying or dividing, the denominator does not have to be the same. So here we've got a denominator of 3 and here we've got a denominator of 2. So we can multiply this fraction with this fraction together. So that would be 1 over 3 times 2, which is equal to 1 over 6. To go through another one, let's say we had 3 over 4 times 2 over 7. Again, because we're multiplying, the denominators do not have to be the same value. So we have 3 times 2 divided by 4 times 7, which is equal to 6 divided by 7 fours are 28. And remember, 6 over 28, we can simplify this further. So the way I look at it is I think of, say, the number 2, for example. How many 2's go into 6? And 3 goes into 6. How many 2's go into 28? 14 goes into 28, so that's equal to 3 over 14. Let's have a look at another example. Let's have a look at 1 over 4 divided by 3 over 5. Let's go through this. 1 over 4 is the same as saying 1 divided by 4, but 1 over 4 divided by 3 over 5. Actually, what I might do is I might just change that line, change the fraction bar into a red, so it's divided. So 1 over 4 divided by 3 over 5. 1 over 4 divided by 3 over 5. Now there's something quite unique about this. Why is it that when we say 1 over 4 divided by 3 over 5, do we have to do 1 over 4 times 5 over 3? In other words, why do we have to flip it? Why is there the need to flip that and then have it as a multiplication? Well, let's have a look at that. Let's say, for example, just as an example, let's say, for example, we had 3 over 7, just as an example. If I wanted to turn this into a 1, let's say if I wanted to make 3 over 7, I want to make that equal 1. Then what I would do is I would say 3 over 7 times 7 over 3. Okay, that will equal 1. So that cancels out, that cancels out, that cancels, that cancels. So that would equal 1. That's just an example. Now, let's have a look at another example. So let's say we had 4 over 9. So if we had 4 over 9, let's say, for example, I wanted to change the denominator, and I wanted to make it, say, 18. Just as an example, I want to make the denominator 18. I would times the denominator by 2, but remember, when we multiply the denominator by 2, we must also multiply the numerator by 2. So that would equal 8 over 18. Just to keep that in mind for this exercise here. So when we go back to this exercise here, when we're looking at 1 over 4 divided by 3 over 5, it looks like a very, very complex question. But what we can do is this. I want to actually change this and turn this into a 1. I want to simplify it. So how can we turn the denominator into a 1? Like we saw before, if we multiply the denominator by 5 over 3, we must also multiply the numerator by 5 over 3. So we must repeat the same process above here. So when we look at the denominator, 3 cancels into 3, 5 cancels into 5, becomes 1. So what we actually have is 1 times 5 and 4 times 3. So we actually have 1 times 5 over 4 times 3, which is equal to 5 over 12. That's why we flip it. That's why we flip the 3 over 5 into a 5 over 3. And then obviously the sign has changed to multiplied, yeah? So I hope that's helped you guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.